Hello guys, welcome to Online Turkish School lesson number 4. This lesson is going to be the most important lesson of all, because we're going to be learning the vowel harmony. Vowel harmony is the most vital, most important grammar of Turkish. If you don't know vowel harmony, you can't speak Turkish. So you have to learn this one. In this lesson, I want you to just learn the logic. Okay, don't try to memorize the new vocabulary or anything. Okay, I want you to focus on the grammar topic and grasp the logic. Okay, don't memorize anything, just understand the logic. So let's begin. In Turkish we have two types of suffixes. First type is e type, such as the suffixes ler, e, de, den, le. Now why do we call them e type? Because if you pay attention, all the vowels in all these suffixes are e. Okay, so these are e type. Pretty simple. And we have a second type of suffixes, that is e type, which you can imagine these suffixes will have the vowel e in it, such as this. Okay. Now, don't worry about the meanings of these suffixes. So what are these, right? Don't worry about them. As I said, don't try to learn or memorize anything. Just try to grasp the logic of this grammar. This is really important. In future lessons, we're going to be learning all these suffixes, so don't worry about them now. So let's start with the e type of suffixes. A few examples are here. Of course, there are many more. Okay, in Turkish there are more than 50 suffixes. So these are just examples, but once you grasp the logic, all of the rest are the same. So anyway, these suffixes ler, e, de, den, le are only used with e, I, ö, ü. What does this mean? You have to use ler, e, de, den, le only with the words whose last vowel is e, I, ö, or ü. Basically a dotted vowel or e. This I already explained it to you in the third lesson when you were learning the plural, making plural. Let's see some words that finish in e, I, ö, such as ev. Last vowel, the only vowel is e, so it's one of these dotted vowels plus e. Deniz, the last vowel is I. Yön, last vowel is ö, the only vowel. Gün means day, the vowel is ü. So as you see, these have last vowel, and the last vowel of these words are e, I, ö, or ü. So if we want to add these suffixes to these words, let's see what happens. Let's take the word ev and add ler to it. Ev plus ler, evler. Pretty simple, right? It's like simple mathematics. If I add the second suffix, ev plus e, it will be eve. Ev plus de, it will be evde. Ev plus dan, it will be evdan, and so on. Let's take another example in this words. Deniz means sea or ocean. Deniz plus ler, denizler. Deniz plus e, denize. Denizde, denizden, denizle. And any other suffix you just add to it, okay? Any other type e suffix. Now, these suffixes have a second form. Lar. As you see, ler became lar, e became a, de, da, den became dan, and le became la. So basically, I changed the e in all these suffixes to a. These are exactly the same thing, just a different version. A version in which I use a. These versions, I use them with the words that end in a, u, o, u. Okay? Kan means blood. Turtle means worm. Worm, the animal that becomes a butterfly. The worm, caterpillar. Telephone. Kum means sand. As you see, these have last vowels a, e, or u. So let's add the suffix kan plus ler. As you see, ler becomes lar here because I have to harmonize it. So kan plus e, I changed the e to a because I harmonize it, because with the words that end in a, o, or u, I have to harmonize it. I have to change the e to a. Kan plus de, kan da. Kan plus den, kan dan. Kan plus le, kan la. And another example, kum, sand. Kum plus le, kumlar. Kume, no, kuma. Kum plus de, kum da. Kum plus den, kum da. Kum plus le, kuma, etc. Now, these might all sound gibberish to you. Just understand the logic. As I said, you don't have to learn any of these words at the moment, okay? Just memorize how this works, okay? So, as you see, A-type suffixes have two forms. One with e, the vowel e, and one with the vowel a. Now, the second type of suffixes is the E-type suffixes, okay? For example, min, yi, si, li. These are all have e in it. Now, E-type suffixes are a little more complicated than A-type. These suffixes have e in it, so as you might imagine, we use them, of course, with the words that have the vowel e in it. For example, veri means data, or deniz means sea, okay? But not just for e, we also use them with the words that have e in it. Dere means river, and tören means ceremony. So let's see some examples with the veri data. Veri plus nin will become verinin. Veri plus yi will become veriyi, verisi, verili. And with the dere, derenin, dereyi, deresi, dereli, etc. What if a word ends with a different vowel? Then we have a different set. For example, a set with u, nun, y, sule. It's exactly the same thing, but the vowel changed into u. Of course, then we use these with the words that end in u. Isı means heat, or kıl means hair. But not just with u, we also use them with a. So, araba means car, adam means man. Let's see. Let's add these suffixes to one of these. For example, ısı. This time we don't say ısının, but we say ısının. Isıyı, ısısı, ısılı, etc. The same suffixes, but just, we harmonized it. Arabanın, arabayı, arabası, arabalı. Okay? So, we covered these. A different set also exists, with the u this time. So these suffixes have u. As you can imagine, we use these with the words that end in u, such as ordu, army, or çocuk, kid. But not just with u, also with o. Koro, choir, or telephone, telephone. For example, ordu plus nin becomes ordunun, orduyu, ordusu, ordulu. All of these have different meanings. But just grasp the logic, as I said. And with koro, for example, koronun, koroyu, korosu, korolu, etc. And the final set we have nun, yu, su, and lu. As you can imagine, these we use with the words that end in u. U. So ütü means the iron as in the machine with which you iron your clothes. Gün, day. Not just with u though, with as well. Banlieue means a town that is outside the city. I don't remember in English. Anyway, göl means lake. Let's see. Ütünün, ütüyü, ütüsü, ütülü. These are again the same suffixes, just harmonized. And with there's been a mistake here. I meant to use banlieue, I guess. But anyway, so with the it's the same deal. Okay, I'm moving on. So with the suffix e type suffixes, we have two forms: one with e, one with a, depending on which vowel comes first. And with e type suffixes, you have this time 4 sets. Okay, you have to decide if the word ends in e or e. You use the suffixes with e. If the word ends in u or a, you use the suffix with u. If the word ends in u or o, use the suffix with u, and ü and ö use the suffix with ü. So, let's see some examples. Bilgisayar, and let's say that you're gonna add the suffix in. You don't know what it means. Why do I add this, right? Doesn't matter, just grasp the logic. In the future you'll be adding many suffixes. So, bilgisayar plus in. In is an E-type suffix, and it's got 4 forms. One with E, original, one with U, and Ü. Okay? So I know that with the suffix, with the vowels A and U, I have to use the suffix with U. So in becomes ın. Bilgisayarın. Düğün plus imiz. Düğün ends in Ü. So imiz have 4 forms. İmiz, ımız, umuz, and ümüz. So düğün ends in Ü, so of course we're going to use the version with Ü. So düğünümüz. Alman plus C. C is an A-type suffix, so it's got 2 forms. C and ca. Alman ends in A, so I have to harmonize it. Almanca. If you can't remember which one to use, just rewatch the video. Aşk plus iniz. So iniz is an E-type suffix. I have to use ınız here because with A and Ü I have to use Ü. Aşkınız. Televizyon plus im. Televizyon ends in O, and im is a E-type suffix, 4 forms. İm, üm. I have to use Televizyonum, because with O and U I have to use And with this logic, İngilizce, Fransızca plus ye, Fransızcaya, because it's an A-type. Kapısı becomes kapısı, E-type. And odaya becomes odaya, balıkçı becomes balıkçı. Okay? So, I'm moving on. Sometimes you can have to, you might have to add more than one suffix to a word, like here. So what are we going to do here? It's also possible. Don't get scared, okay? You don't have to know what it means. You just have to learn the vowel harmony, because in the future lessons we're going to be starting to learn suffixes, and I have to teach you how these things work beforehand. Anyway, let's see. We go step by step. Zor plus leş, first suffix. Leş is a type, and with a, ı, o, u, dotless, I have to use a, zorlaş. Okay. Now I have to add zorlaş plus tir, which becomes zorlaştır, because tir is an E type, and with a and ı I have to use ı, zorlaştır. Now, ir, zorlaştır plus ir. Ir is an E type, as you see, and ı goes with ı, obviously, zorlaştırır. Now, zorlaştırır plus miş. Zorlaştırmış is impossible. Miş is an E type, so I'm going to harmonize it. Zorlaştırılmış. Now, I'm going to add çe. Çe is an A type, so it's got only 2 forms. Çe and ça. Zorlaştırılmış plus çe. Mış is an dotless vowel, so zorlaştırılmış ça. Now, final, sine. Zorlaştırılmış ça plus sine. The first part is E type, the second part is A type. So, with A and ı, the E type becomes ı. Zorlaştırılmışçası, and the second part ne becomes na because of the ı. Zorlaştırılmışçasına. Okay? Now, you have your homework. You're going to be adding these suffixes according to the vowel harmony. And I'm going to give you the answers in the next lesson. Alright? So, bir sonraki derste görüşürüz. See you in the next lesson. Goodbye.